You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I was really disturbed. I saw, dozens and dozens of pickup trucks with, explicatives against Joe Biden on the back of them, Trump flags, and in some cases just dozens of American flags, which is also just disturbing because essentially the message was clear. It was, this is my country. This is not your country. I own this.
This is June 14th, 2021. Once again, I am playing that clip of Mara Gay, the New York Times editorial board member, when she made a trip to Long Island. That was the weekend previously. She saw these pickup trucks. She saw the Trump flags on them. That already upset her. But then she said, as you heard, and then all these U.S. flags, these American flags, as if this is my country. I own it. I'm going to pound that into the ground because that's exactly right. This is our country, the U.S. of A. Doesn't mean she's not part of it. Doesn't mean you're not part of it. You don't have to be a particular color. You don't have to be a particular religion. You don't have to be even a political party member of either side to be an American. If you are here legally or were born here or through one of the other processes that you can be a naturalized citizen. So we're going to see over the next few months, especially as we get closer and closer to the midterm election, and certainly again when we get to the next presidential election, the replay, the rehash of the January 6th riot at the Capitol over and over again, which I've condemned repeatedly. I stand here and do it again. They were not patriots, were not acting the best way they should have. And some of them that were caught up in it just kind of got caught up. They weren't really doing anything. But it wasn't an insurrection, as they would have you believe. Insurrection is what we had in the streets all through the summer. Insurrection is trying to burn things down, attack police, kill any innocent person they find, loot, burn. That was kind of an insurrection, but that wasn't even an insurrection to overthrow the government. We have an anti-American sentiment in this nation that continues to escalate. I want to point out something. At the G7 summit, every country leader is at the G7 summit for his country or her country, not for yours, not for us, unless they get something out of it. French President Macron is already saying, I want my immigrants to assimilate. He wants them to come into France and become French citizens. Like us, you can bring your religion, your cultures, that's fine, but don't come in to try to transform us. They've been finding that in France, certain no-go areas, Muslim areas where they're not allowed to go and police are fearful to go. So, yeah, every leader is a nationalist. You better be if you're there to protect and stand up for your country and your people. But here we've taken that's a bad word to be a nationalist. We're going to be joined a little bit later by Mike Gonzalez of the Heritage Foundation, focusing on assimilation issues and how U.S. flags triggering fear are disturbing, and basically talking about the return of blame America first, as if it ever left. Democrats, maybe are they finally showing some backbone against Congresswoman Omar, comparing the U.S. to Hamas terrorists? And there's a twist in that story, and I can't make that up. I can't make up what's happened. I'll have that for you. Fred Fleitz, president of the Center for Security Policy. The Israeli Netanyahu leader is out after 12 years. Biden, of course, with world leaders. Biden has a 90-day intel study of COVID. Fred Fleitz says it's a farce. We're going to get into all of that for you. And also actor Jon Voight with a message about the leftist, the state-controlled media hypocrisy. You'll want to hear that message from Jon Voight. And I want to tell you what I put up on Facebook over the weekend, that I suddenly got a warning from Facebook. There was a word I used, and they said, You cross the line, and we might come after you the next time. What did I do? Oh, shoot, I can't say anything. I'll have to come back on that later. And then, do you know Christopher Sign? He's the reporter who broke the story about that meeting on the tarmac between President Clinton, former President Clinton, and A.G. Loretta Lynch at the time on that Phoenix tarmac while Hillary Clinton was under investigation. And they said, we just sat and talked, and it was just coincidental that we got together and we talked about grandkids and so forth. That reporter is dead. 45 years of age. The official cause, would you believe it? Lock and load. Ready. On the right.
You can email Larry at LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com. LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com.